Hello, everyone. I'm going to talk about probiotic supplement trends as well as consumer insights. I am Regional Product Manager at IFF Health Sciences, Eun Han. Thank you very much for inviting me to this conference as a speaker. I would like to thank Foodpolis as well as MAFRA for your invitation. These are the topics of my presentation today. First of all, I will share with you global consumer insights, and among others, I will focus on the Asia-Pacific market trends in probiotics. We will also have a sub-region quick view by country. And last but not least, I will share with you some key focus health categories and the trends. If you look at the Global Consumer Insights survey, after the pandemic, consumers are taking more personal responsibility for their own health. And among others, as for the food supplements, you can say that 27% are taking supplements to improve health. And in Asia, that percentage is much higher, of 32%. So a lot of people are taking supplements to improve their health and take care of their health. And one of the important priorities for health management and preventing illnesses is weight management, enhancing mental health, as well as immunity. If that is the case, then if we look at the supplements categories, what are some important consumer insights or trends that we can identify? It's very much in line with the overall consumer trends. The most attention is given to prevention. And the second is, as Nestlé CEO said in his presentation, with digital and AI transformation, a lot of health-related applications are on the rise, and health-related online consultations are on the rise. So digital has been quickly embedded into our daily lives. And the sustainable and natural materials are of great interest and subject to increasing demand by consumers. And microbiome researches are actively in place. So based on these researches, a lot of products are being marketed and launched. So there is more focus being placed on microbiome. There is probiotics, which is very much closely related with microbiome. So let us delve deeper into this market. When it comes to probiotics market, its value is more than $11 billion worldwide. And traditionally, it was led by North America and European markets. But after the pandemic, with the growing interest of Asian consumers, you can see Chinese, Japanese, and Korean consumers that are looking towards this market. So overall, you can say that 52% of the entire market is led by Asia. If you look at the trends of new products, you can see that digestive and immune health are still the major focuses, but based on the multiple needs materials, we can see that the women's health, weight management, skin health, all of these areas are launching new products catering to the needs of the consumers. And the reason that is possible is because other than prebiotics, there is the other plant-based products as well as collagen-based products. So there are lots of probiotics plus alpha products that are being launched. So these are helping to cater to the needs of the consumers. Now let me briefly talk about the probiotics market here in Korea. So this is the overall basket size and the overall amount are on the rise. So you can see that compared to a very fast growth in the past, the growth has slightly declined, but we believe that it's going to grow at 6.6% until 2027. And with the rapid digitalization, the retail market represents about 70% here in Korea. And you can see that these are the fast-growing products focusing on the mental health, skin health, as well as wealth management. So these are the products that are being launched more. And when asking consumers about what kind of health concerns that they have, number one was digestive health, followed by immune health, wealth management, brain mental health, skin health, lastly, health aging. Now, the largest market in Asia is China. Let us have a look at the Chinese market. You can see that the 44% of the entire market is through retail platform. And the most notable functions of the consumers is the gastrointestinal health, weight management, followed by immunity. We conducted a survey on Chinese consumers from 25 to 49 years of age. You can say that they have a lot of health concerns, and it was mostly focused on women living in big cities. And we asked about their health priority or health concerns. So they answered digestive and immune health and mental health as their biggest health concerns. And going forward, they said they would be interested in skin health and weight management and buy more products in these categories. A lot of Chinese consumers are very keen on product safety. That is why when they buy probiotics, they look at safety, efficacy, as well as the country of origin for raw materials. Now let's look at our nearby neighbor, Japan. As you may well know, in Japan, they use postbiotics, but you can see that the postbiotics and probiotics market are growing at the same time. So there are two markets that coexist. The average growth until now was 7%, but looking towards 2030, we can look towards 4% annual growth, and the food supplements represent about 54%. Since Japan is a super-aged society, healthy aging and anti-aging matters are very important. And there is also a growing social concern about women's health. And that is why there are lots of products targeting women's health that are gaining momentum. When it comes to normal probiotics, it's focused on GI health. But when it comes to immune health, as well as mental health and wealth management, a lot of these areas related products are being launched in Japan. And going forward, there will be more market opportunities for multifunctional products. Now, the largest growing market is the Southeast Asian market. We're talking about Thailand, Vietnam, and Indonesia driving the market. In terms of market size, it's only about 1/3 of that of Korea. But by 2028, we expect about 13% of a average growth. So we would see an accelerated growth. As for Thailand, they are very much influenced by the Korean K-culture. So there are some regulatory constraints, but when it comes to weight management and skin beauty, there are a lot of needs, and they tend to follow trends of South Korea. As for Indonesia, they have many local brands, but it would very much depend on the marketing activities for the foreign companies to enter the Indonesian market. And I think the South Korean companies are interested in Vietnam. There is a growing need for food products and especially food supplements. And when it comes to probiotics, Vietnamese people are very keen on its safety. But as for the products that are being distributed in the market, the CFU is low and the cost is also low. And that is why we have to train the consumers more and raise awareness about consumers more so that we can suggest more formula options. And with the development of online retail channels added with the consumer training, I think that we can see more opportunities in the Vietnamese market as well. So to summarize, in China and in Korea, a lot of major Asian countries used to drive growth, but going forward, India and Southeast Asian markets, as they are accelerating their growth, they will be providing a lot of food supplements through online. And if they develop very enhanced online sales tools and channels, these markets will present a lot of opportunities for growth. As for our company, our focus is on 4 health categories. And first is about digestive and immune health. Let me elaborate more on this. Traditionally speaking, when it comes to digestive and immune health, they have been important concerns in Asia as well as in other parts of the world. They have been considered as one of the most important health priorities. Overall, as of 2020, it is a market valued at more than 9 trillion won. And in Asia, the market share is number 1 China, followed by Korea, and then India. By 2029, we expect to see an average 7% growth. By 2029, the market will become a 14 trillion Korean market. And that is because there will be more enhanced awareness of consumers regarding digestive and immune health. And the dietary style and lifestyles of people will evolve, and the aging will accelerate. So that is why there will be more and more consumers who will be complaining about digestive and immune health issues. And that is why this segment presents a lot of growth potential. So what about the related products and its market? If you look at the market size, it's about 10 trillion Korean won. And Asia represents about 61% of that value. And among others, China is main driver of this market. And if you look at the countries in Asia with new products, you can see that nearly 1 in 3 new product launch claims immune health in Asia Pacific region. So the largest drivers are China and also Australia and New Zealand, who are active in MPL. And the botanical ingredients and materials represent the largest portion, followed by 15% of probiotics in terms of ingredients penetration. So when it comes to immune health, we believe that the segmentation will deepen, but we're not just talking about just general immune health. There will be products related with flu and also to address allergy-related issues. All of these products will continue to be launched. Second, there is an active development going on in the weight management market. In the past and also in the future, this is of great interest. And in China, Korea, and Vietnam, there is high interest in terms of weight management products. Not only Korea, but also the overall Asia and global market, consumers are very much interested in addressing their needs in diets and are losing weight. So they are willing to pay a lot of money to manage their weight, which is shown in survey results. And in order to achieve that goal, there is a huge need to take supplements. And that is why in the overall market, Asia represents about 50%, And going forward, by 2030, it is projected to grow at a CAGR of 14%, so the overall market size would exceed 10 trillion Korean won. So in line with the market and consumer trends, we have conducted a study for the past 17 years. I'm going to share with you our project, How Are You Shape. So if you actually take this for 6 months, you can reduce your waist size by 6 inches, 1 inches. And there are lots of health benefits given by this. And we have completed a clinical trial. So it is a functional ingredient. I briefly mentioned about China, and it is the largest sold ingredient in China as well. And there is another segment that has huge potential for growth in the future, and that is women's health, especially focusing on skin health. When it comes to skin health, in the past and also in the future, will become the top 3 health concerns. So 66% in Korea, 62% in China are willing to spend their money in the skincare products. And as for the skin beauty products, Asia is a leader in the world. So overall, the market size is about 6 trillion Korean won. And among all countries, Asia is most interested in launching new products. So new product launch will be accelerated in the Asian market, and especially probiotics and collagen products. The combo products will be the trend. So on the right, that is a product case study. So a conventional brand company launched a beauty product that contains probiotics. So in order to meet these consumer trends, we launched How Are You Radiance Skin Strain based on clinical trial. So this is a functional strain that can tighten the skin, and it can help protect skin beauty. So we conducted a consumer survey. Demographically speaking, one of the important markets is the menopause market. So by 2030, in South Korea, half of the female population, that is 13.15 million women, will face menopause. And in China, the number will exceed 200 million people. And that is why the market size is about 5 trillion Korean won. But going forward, given the demographic change, this is a market that has a huge growth potential. Unfortunately, in China, one product dominates 75% of the market. And in Korea, if you look at the new product launch trend, the products that meet the needs of the menopause women is only 1% of the entire product. But when we conducted a consumer survey, there are lots of symptoms suffered by menopause women. There are probably 48 symptoms voiced by menopause women, and it is very important to respond to all of these symptoms respectively, but there are very few products that are able to do so. So as for the brand companies and the R&D centers, I would like to ask you to look into this market because it will definitely help you create new market. Now I will talk about brain health, focusing on stress, sleep, and concentration or focus. After the COVID-19 pandemic, there are people who are suffering from stress as well as sleep disorder, especially among the Asian population. And especially the Korean consumers, 51% say they feel more sensitive to stress, and 66% say that managing their stress is a top health priority, and 36 consumers are interested in sleep quality improvement. And the same trend is shown in China as well as other Southeast Asian countries. As of 2023, the market represents about 8 trillion Korean won, and China and Japan particularly take up the largest portion of the market. Going forward, they are projected to show high growth. Currently, if you look at the new product launch trends, as for the new products, together with probiotics, phosphatidylserine, and chamomile extracts and lemon balm extract-based products, all of these products are being launched in the market, and the products to address sleep disorder, relieve stress, and improve concentration, these are the areas where the new products are being continuously launched. So, it is very important to address the stress of the consumers. So there is the L. paracose strain that was derived, and if you consume this strain, it is known to improve your health, the mental health. Now, that was the presentation about the overall trends and consumer insights. And before I wrap up, I would like to briefly explain about my company. IFF may not be very familiar to most of you joining us here today, but in 2021, Nutrition and Bioscience Division of DuPont acquired IFF. And our Health and Science Division is very much focused on probiotics, natural extracts, as well as specialty ingredients and prebiotics as main categories. Among others, in the beginning of my presentation, I mentioned about the functional needs that need to be met of the consumers. For example, the GI health, the immune health, and mental health, as well as women's health. We need to develop we have secured portfolio to meet the needs of our consumers, but not only in terms of ingredients, but we are very much focused on the reduced life cycle of products, meaning that the clients want to rapidly roll out their products, so we also have finished good solutions ready for our clients as well. There are lots of clients, or there are lots of people who are looking to go global, not only launch their products in the domestic market, but our company is very specialized in terms of the regulatory requirements of the world. So we have the expertise to provide consulting in these areas, but also in terms of concept creation, application support, and with the growing Chinese market, there are lots of clinical studies going on in that market, so we can support local clinical study. So we have the capability to provide all of these end-to-end solutions in a turnkey project. So when it comes to entering the local or the global market, if you're interested in collaborating with us, we are very much willing to provide you that support because we have lots of solutions in store for you. So we look forward to your continued support and interest so that we can thrive together as partners. Now, the QR code that you see up on the screen is something that you can access. So if you access these QR codes, you can have a look at our company, IFF, as well as Who Are You Probiotics. So please refer to these QR codes later on. And if you have any questions, you can also share your business cards to me after the conference so that we can get back to you with any inquiry you may have. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation.